Cincinnatus, the paragon of Roman virtue and Driigunism. The Man in the Arena by Teddy Roosevelt. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Gated tricks. Old Man Winter, please relent, fuel my vital energies rent. Treasured piles of log and bow, neath sculpted fingers of ice and snow. Digging, struggling, scraping, cold, freed from ice by hammer blow. Revoked reprieve from frozen pall for annihilation by fiery maw. Streaming smoke clear evidence of Atlas spinning forces whence. Fluids pass but never mix in heat exchanges gated tricks. Switching switches and heartless hearts pumping the warmth the contraption imparts. But, once it's over, and lips are blue from frosty struggle of frozen milieu, brings ingress's warmth and a cup of brew, and the loving embrace from the one that's true. Completely justified is the fuss of tub or shower heated thus. Lucius Quinctius Cincinnatus, a Roman statesman and military leader of the early republic, is often hailed as a paragon of Roman virtue. His life and actions have been celebrated for exemplifying the qualities of civic duty, humility, and selflessness. Cincinnatus became a symbol of the ideal citizen soldier, embodying the Roman values that would influence subsequent generations. Cincinnatus was born into a patrician family and initially lived as a farmer. His life took a dramatic turn when he was called upon to serve as consul in 460 BC, a position he accepted out of a sense of duty rather than ambition. His most famous moment came later when Rome faced a dire military threat from the Equi and the Sabines. In 458 BC, Cincinnatus was appointed dictator, a role with almost absolute power, but intended for emergency situations only. Despite the immense power bestowed upon him, Cincinnatus swiftly led the Roman army to victory. Remarkably, after just 15 days, having completed his task, he voluntarily relinquished his authority and returned to his humble life on the farm. This act of renunciation cemented his legacy as a model of civic virtue. Cincinnatus was called to serve as dictator again in 439 BC to deal with a potential coup by Spurius Maelius. Once more, he handled the crisis efficiently and returned to his farm, further solidifying his reputation. Cincinnatus's story has been used throughout history to highlight the virtues of humility, duty, and the rejection of personal ambition for the greater good. His legacy influenced the founding fathers of the United States, particularly George Washington, who was often compared to Cincinnatus for his leadership during the American Revolution and his return to private life afterward. Cincinnatus's legendary humility is encapsulated in the quote attributed to him upon his first call to dictatorship. "Let us, if you please, fellow citizens, hasten to relieve my distress." This reflects his readiness to serve the Republic selflessly. In conclusion, Cincinnatus remains a timeless symbol of integrity and the ideal of service above self. His life offers a powerful lesson on the importance of civic responsibility and the virtues of humility and dedication to the common good.